All right, we're going to stop it right here at approximately 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 0 seconds. And what you'll notice is right here, you got a Mr. Coach Medina. Now, he was commiserating with Peterson, with Greenleaf, and they were trying to figure stuff out just a few seconds ago. Then what happens is Peterson falls back, Greenleaf falls back. This is allegedly because of gunshots, right? Medina, he takes off to the other side of the building for whatever. He might have been scared. But then he goes ahead and disappears. Right? A lot of people might not have noticed that, but the thing is, if you're talking about a murder situation, if you're talking about a mass murder situation, and you got the first witness who's supposed to be responding in some sort, you have him disappearing off the screen, right? Let me know if that's acceptable that you would do that. I mean, we have an animation that's supposed to be all of our evidence, right? This is supposed to be what we go off of. And you have one of the main witnesses just straight up disappearing. You don't even mention it either. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, we're going to stop it there at approximately 2 hours, 25 minutes, 59 seconds. You have a young boy by the name of Kyle Lehman. He just popped up. He's represented by yellow. I guess that would be for victims of shootings or maybe students. You'll notice that he pops up right there where you're seeing him in the corner of the parking lot. That's where he parks. That's where he makes his appearance. All right. How does he just appear there? Is what I'm asking. All right. Because here's the thing. From what I understand, I guess, from this situation, Kyle Lehman, he was shot. He was shot on the third floor of Building 12. You know what he had to do? He had to go down all sorts of stairs, and then he had to drag his ass from Building 12 over there to the corner of the parking lot. You understand? Allegedly, that's the way the story goes, right? However, his dot just appears at the corner of the parking lot. Meanwhile, there'd be a blood trail from his shot up foot leading from him to Building 12, right? That would just be apparent that he came from Building 12. However, on this animation, they felt that it was appropriate that he just appear out of nowhere. All right, so let's just go ahead and continue. All right, y'all, I want to stop right there at approximately 2 hours, 26, 28, 29 seconds. You have an officer from off of Broward County named Stambaugh. All right. He just appears from out of nowhere. The thing is, I'm not harping on it necessarily, but the thing is about the rest of the BSO people that you see all in that group, they appeared from naturally off the screen, the way that people naturally do. In fact, all throughout this animation, you're going to see people coming from off the screen. This is what they do in real life. They enter into the scene. They don't just appear like they're teleporting into the scene, because that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, right? So Standby, he's a magician, right? He's got teleporting devices. He just showed up there. You see? All right. And the thing is, this is gonna happen over as you're beginning to understand. This is gonna happen over and over and over. It's not acceptable once. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, we're going to stop it right there at about 2 hours, 26 minutes, and about 48 seconds. You got a Miller. And now a Miller is appearing out of nowhere. All right, let's just go ahead and continue. All right, at about 2 hours, 27 minutes, 26, 27 seconds, give or take. You got a Mr. Greenleaf. Now he's down here around building 1. All right. What's important about Greenleaf is he's supposed to be some sort of security specialist. Right. What he's supposed to be doing right now in the real world, what he would be supposed to be doing is going to the camera room and finding out where is this shooter. Right. That's his job right now. Whether or not he knows it. Okay, but he's just hanging out down there towards building 1, and guess what? He just disappears. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most important dots on the screen right now. Oh, they don't know where he's at. Oh, maybe he went to the bathroom. All right, maybe he's off taking a piss and stuff, but he just disappears up off of the screen. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all, at about 2 hours, 27 minutes, maybe 46 seconds. What you got is a Coach Andrew Medina. Now, if you thought that he disappeared off the screen and that means he's done for the day, no, that just means that who cares what he was doing at that particular time? It's not that important. It's really not that important, but well, now he is important. So what he did is he teleported himself back onto the screen back there at MSD. So he's teleported back, and now he is important. For a minute, a good minute, he wasn't important at all. Everything that he was doing was just whatever. But now he's important, so he reappeared. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop right there at 2 hours, 28 minutes, and about 34 seconds. You got Greenleaf reappearing. All right. Apparently, what he was doing before that wasn't important. Don't you even worry about that. All right. Yeah, I know he's supposed to be finding out where the shooter is on the cameras. I know he should have been doing that for a couple minutes now. But no, he had to go to the bathroom real quick. He just had to take care of himself real quick. Now he's reappeared, and he brought a friend with him, so he teleported back onto the scene, and he also brought an AP, Principal Morford, with him, right? Who's also a very interesting character in this. But now I guess now they're teaming up together, and they're gonna figure out how to use the cameras in the camera room and stuff, and how to figure out what the hell they're doing. So they reappeared onto the scene. They teleported back. Now they're back. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all, right here, what you're looking at, taking a look at right here, that would be the first mess of people that's going to appear all up in a big cluster in a group. That's going to be the first group to appear. Just so y'all know, that's Mazai, Manzan. You got a Wilkins, and I think somebody else was all clustered up. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop it right there at hour 2, 31 minutes, and about 0 seconds. You got a whole cluster of people up here on Holmberg Road. Now, the person or persons who made this animation is very much relying on this cluster in order to perpetrate some more magic. So as you see all these people, it's crowded with dots and things of this nature. It's hard to see people's names, but I gotta let you know, and you could go ahead and replay it. It's at this particular moment that Officer Volps and an Officer Hanks, I believe they're Broward. Yeah, they're Broward, but it's all clustered up. That's when they just show up. They just pop up. You're not supposed to notice because there's a whole group of people right there. So you're not supposed to notice Volps and Hanks just showing up and appearing out of nowhere, but they do, right? So let's go ahead and continue. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there, and we're not too far from the end. All right, and this particular disappearing, I don't know how significant it is. I don't even know if they meant to do it, to be honest. But if you'll notice right here, in hour 2, 32 minutes, about 34, 35 seconds, you got Officer Doherty straight up disappearing. I don't know. Just drops off the face of the earth. Well, he doesn't. And maybe that was the end of his shift or whatever. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all. If you could believe it or not, 2 hours, 32 minutes, about 49 seconds. You got a Coach Andrew Medina appearing again. He's like appeared and disappeared a number of times now at this point. Now he disappears again because now he's important again in this whole alleged mass murder. So Medina, he appears again and he's back to help us out on the scene. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all. Stop it right there at about 2 hours, 33 minutes, and about 50 seconds. You got an Officer Best and you got an Officer Kozlowski. All right. They're going to appear from out of nowhere. All right. Over there by Peterson, just above Building 8. So they appear out of nowhere. The bat signal was dropped. They drop down from the sky. You got Best and Kozlowski. They're right there on the scene. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all. Here at about 2 hours, 35 minutes, and about 0 seconds, you notice something here, very awkward. Kozlowski, who just appeared on the screen with his friend Best, they both just appeared on the screen, all right? But hardly a minute later, you'll see that Kozlowski, right here, right here, Kozlowski, he actually gives birth to a Brad Mock. He gives birth to him, all right? Actually, he had Brad Mock in his back pocket when he entered the scene, right? And so Brad Mock wasn't never on the screen before, but now he is, right? He's there. He magically appears. All right, let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all. You might not have noticed. All right, but right then, at that particular moment, when Kozlowski he was giving birth to Brad Mock, it's a beautiful baby boy. He was giving birth to Brad Mock right there on the screen, right, all during this incident. But what you might not have noticed when he was giving birth to his little beautiful baby is that four different people go ahead and appear from out of nowhere. You got a Carvalho, you got a Dittman, you got a Carbachi, you got a Valdez, all right? From off of Broward, from off of Coral Springs, just straight up appearing. You weren't supposed to notice that, but let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all, we're going to stop it right there as well. All right, so at hour two, 37 minutes and about 30 seconds, give or take. Down there at the bottom right hand corner, you had Jan Jordan. She's freaked out. She has not the slightest clue what to do in the situation. All right, she was hanging out with her friend, and her friend's named Davida. All right, and they were helping each other out and everything. But Davida had to go. Davida had better things to do, I guess. Just went ahead and disappeared. You're not going to hear from Davida again. Let's go ahead and continue. All right, y'all, we've reached the very end of the animation, and all the way up until the very end, you have people disappearing. I mean, to the very final seconds of the animation, you have people disappearing right now. Just so happens to be around Jordan again. You got an Officer Scalar, right? He's tagging along with Jordan and stuff, and they're about to go see what happened, what took place, and everything. But Sklar goes ahead and disappears. All right, and we're going to talk about a lot of these individuals later in great detail and stuff like that. But just go ahead and finish the video. As you can see, as plain as a nose on the front of your face, whoever made this animation does not give a shit about you. or what you think. He couldn't care less about the families of the victims because they're not going to ask questions either. Y'all, none of this animation made any sense. It didn't even close to make sense. It doesn't have to. It's not supposed to. Why? This is not important. All right. Oh, we want explanations. Oh, there's an alleged mass murder and stuff like that. Well, here you go. Here's an animation. Oh, it's also a magic trick. All right. Go ahead and enjoy that. Go ahead and do what you will with that. This piece of garbage that we went ahead and pooped out for you. This is the kind of disrespect that's being shown to us. All right. Just go ahead and finish this video. This is the kind of disrespect that's being shown to us. This is the kind of disrespect that's being shown to us. At the end of this, there is no justice unless people are hanging from trees. Period. I don't want to debate nobody about it. All right? You ain't going to play me for a fool. You ain't going to play my supporters and my fans and my friends and you know, my peers. You ain't going to play them for fools either. All right? We're on to y'all, and you're bullshit. We're calling bullshit. You understand? Anyways, it's February the 16th, 2019. I appreciate all y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all let me know. Thing is, there's even much more there's much more to even go over about this animation. We haven't covered it all. All right, so I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. All right, y'all. I almost forgot. If that wasn't more than enough, if all that wasn't more than enough, I totally forgot to put in Edward Eason. All right, it's displayed right here. Edward Eason, straight up moonwalks off of the screen. All right, I know he should probably be looking for a school shooter. No, he's practicing moonwalking up off the screen and never returning again. All right, and I know, oh, Edward Eason, he was suspended or this and that or whatever. Yeah, well after the fact.
well after the fact. All right. Like I said, they think you're retards. They think I'm a retard. All right. We got another thing coming for them. All right. So February the 17th, 2019. I appreciate y'all.